Hi, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me for Bible study. Today, we are in the book of Enoch and we are into chapter 21. If you are not caught up, I'm so sorry, y'all. I don't know why I'm getting tongue tied. If you are not caught up with us, be sure to go back and watch the earlier videos of this series. Thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed. And yeah, so let's get into it. I'm going to read the chapter first, and then I'm going to go over my notes, and we're going to have a little conversation. This chapter is a bit longer than the previous one. And let's go. And I proceeded to where things were chaotic, and I saw there something horrible. I saw neither a heaven above nor a firmly founded earth, but a place of chaotic and horrible. And there I saw 7 stars of the heaven bound together in it, like great mountains and burning with fire. Then I said, for what sin are they bound, and on what account have they been cast in hither? Then said Uriel, one of the holy angels who was with me, and was chief over them, and said, Enoch, why dost thou ask, and why art thou eager for the truth? These are of the number of the stars of heaven, which have transgressed the commandment of the Lord, and are bound here till 10,000 years. The time entailed by their sins are consummated. And from thence I went to another place, which was still more horrible than the former. And I saw a horrible thing, a great fire there which burnt and blazed, and the place was cleft as far as the abyss, being full of great descending columns of fire. Neither its extent or magnitude could I see, nor could I conjecture. Then I said, how fearful is the place, and how terrible to look upon. Then Uriel answered me, one of the holy angels who was with me, and said unto me, Enoch, why hast thou such fear and affright? And I answered, because of this fearful place, and because of the spectacle, the pain. And he said unto me, this place is the prison of the angels, and here they will be in prison forever. So here are my notes. Enoch went forward to a place with no heaven nor earth, just chaos. There are 7 stars of heaven bound together like mountains, burning with fire there. Enoch asked what sin caused them to be bound. Uriel asked Enoch why he wants to know. Then says these stars are in heaven that transgress the commandment of the Lord. Y'all, I found it so funny. Like, when I read over this before I did the video, I fell out laughing at Uriel's response to Enoch. Like, you would never imagine that an angel would say something like this, but then going through this book and reading about the things that angels have done, I guess you can imagine that they may have a snappy kind of attitude, because Uriel was just like, why do you want to know? Why do you need to know? Why are you so worried about it? Like, yeah, that tickled me. Goes to another place worse than the first, which had a fire blazing and burning as far as the abyss, full of columns of fire. Uriel tells/asks Enoch why he's so scary, and he said this by saying fearful and affright. And this is something else, y'all, that kind of cracked me up, because, well, I can just say it. This is a prison for angels. So you would think that Uriel would be scared, but Uriel is looking at Enoch like, why are you scared? And I feel like in a context, we can look at this as a way of thinking like, what is the point of being scared of what the worst thing that could happen, the bad outcome, the negative output that could happen, versus knowing if I do everything right and everything goes the way that it's supposed to, I'm not even going to have to worry about that. Uriel had such a nonchalant attitude towards a prison that Uriel himself could possibly end up verses, and Enoch was just terrified, and this isn't even a place that Enoch could end up. And I feel like a lot of us go through life terrified of what could happen, and a lot of these what could happen possibilities are things that wouldn't affect us at all, have nothing to do with us. Even if we did do something wrong, we wouldn't end up there. However, we are still sitting around shaking, scared of something we have no reason to be scared of. And I think we can learn that from this certain scripture, that there's no need to be scared of what you are already working toward preventing from happening. So just as Uriel is one of the holy angels and is known as a good angel, if you are putting forth the effort for all positive things to happen, you should know that that energy is going to come back to you no matter what you do. As long as it is in a positive light, it is going to be returned to you positively. You can't, don't go out expecting bad things to happen, okay? Don't go out expecting the worst, because that would pull that to you, versus if you go out, live fearlessly, and just know, as long as I'm doing right and putting forth the energy to do what's right for those around me, everything is going to work out just fine, okay? So that is what I took from this chapter, okay? That we shouldn't always be so scared of everything. And while it is good to know details about things, sometimes it's not that serious. Just like how Enoch wanted to know the first place, and Uriel was like, why do you even want to know? Because it had nothing to do with Enoch. There's no way Enoch would have ended up there. It was a jail, a prison for stars. And even if Enoch was to start living his life in the wrong way, he wouldn't end up there. So I feel like sometimes we are trying to find out things that and look for clues to situations that don't have anything to do with us. This could be like how some people are always worried about others' business, or always, just worried about things that don't have anything to do with them. So that's what I'm taking from this chapter. Let me know down in the comments what you took from it. Always remember, I don't know everything. I am learning with you. A lot of these chapters I am just now reading with you guys. So keep that in mind. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.